I was in a different country that day. It was a different world.
A.J. O'Donnell had just crossed the finish line of the Boston Marathon on a day he describes as spectacular, without a cloud in the sky.
And all of a sudden I heard something sound like a cannon go off.
After what felt like an eternity, A.J. and his wife Allison of South Hadley reunited, both uninjured but emotional.
I can remember people stopping saying, "The marathon's done, you're done."
Allison was just a mile from finishing her 6th marathon when the bombs went off.
I'm not done. You're not telling me I'm going to stop.
AJ and Allison returned to Boston in the fall, bringing their 2 children to the memorial on Boylston Street.
And I was just staring at where that was in comparison to the finish line, and I never realized how close I really was and how lucky I was that day.
The 2 decided to run Boston again in 2014.
Yeah,
there's no question.
You can't stay away from something because of, a terrorist organization. You can't. You got to stand up to them.
Finishing last year, running alongside crowds of supporters, the O'Donnells say that was their closure. The trial of the accused Boston Marathon bombing suspect Johar Tsarnaev is not. Even as lawyers themselves, they aren't following the trial as much as they followed the days after the marathon.
Certainly it's an emotional case, but the jury has an obligation to put their emotions aside and listen to the evidence and make a fair and just verdict, and that's what I ask that they do.
With the defense already admitting the defendant's involvement, this trial will ultimately decide if Johar will spend the rest of his life in jail or be put to death. The trial is set to resume on Monday. Live in the newsroom, Michelle Kingston, CBS 3 Springfield.